Alright, so I knew they were going to release the new Iron Man trailer this morning at like 3 a.m. and I decided that I didn't want to stay up that long and ruin my sleep schedule even more than it already is ruined. So I decided to just go to sleep and I'd watch in the morning and then would review it if I saw enough to talk about. Going into the trailer, I had mixed feelings about Iron Man 3 because I know Robert Downey Jr. is going to be awesome in the movie, that's a given. But everything else I've really seen from the movie up until now was just, it really looked like it was on track to become a ticking time bomb, and I was really worried about that. It looked like they have too many villains in it. I hated the way the new armor looked when they revealed it at Comic-Con, so I was worried going in. And coming out of this trailer, I have all of my doubts put to rest because, again, Marvel creates such a fantastic trailer that I'm pumped for the movie now. Like I said, Robert Downey Jr. looks awesome, and in the first shot of the trailer, I knew that this was going to be different from the first two Iron Mans. At least the trailer makes it look that way, because you get Iron Man, he's in the snow, he's down, dirty, and defeated. Then you start getting these voiceovers from Robert Downey Jr., and it's more serious than what we're used to hearing him as Tony Stark. The voiceover really gave me a Dark Knight Rises vibe, like it's the third one, they're getting really emotional with it, and it seems like it's gonna be a darker movie than the first two movies, and I don't have a problem with that. I really do want to see a more serious Iron Man movie, because Iron Man 2 it sucked. There are so many good scenes in this trailer. Like, there's one scene when you see all of Tony Stark's suits up against his wall, and that scene is just so fantastic. And half of the trailer is Mandarin. He's doing a voiceover as well. He's talking. I like the lines that he had, but I was kind of off-put by his voice. Nothing I can really pinpoint, but it took me out of the trailer a little bit. His voice is just a little bit weird sounding. You know what? I figured it out. It's the fact that when he talks, sometimes he kind of lets his words go a little bit more. He says something like, "Some of you consider me a terrorist, some of you consider me a teacher," or something to that extent. And the way he says, like, "Some of you consider me a terrorist, some of you consider me a teacher." And I hate when people just let the R's go on words. That's a very stupid and minor nitpick, I know. It just annoyed me a little bit. I like the new suit a little bit more now. It still looks a little bit too yellow for me, but I do like it better now that I can see it in action. And the action at the end of the trailer, I don't want to say what happened, but it looks so good. The CGI looks like it's almost finished. It looks like, this movie just looks like it has such an epic scope in it, and I really like that. I really want to see this movie succeed. I want it to be great. And oh yeah, one more thing about Mandarin. I'm gonna try and move over so I can get a screen cap of this. Am I the only one who noticed that on the back of his neck that there's a Captain America shield tattoo with an A in the middle? Just try and take a look at this picture. I find that weird, and I have no idea what it means at all, but I found that really interesting, and I want to see that elaborated on in the movie. So I'm going to put the link to the trailer below if you haven't seen it. If you haven't, go watch and then come back and tell me what you thought of this trailer. Again, I personally thought it was fantastic, and I really can't wait to see more footage from this and to actually see the movie itself. So rate me with comments down there and tell me what you think. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button up there, because if you don't, I'll use this horrible joke again.